I like to kick off the call with a little bit of comedy. And everybody's heard about Daffy Duck, right? That's an old-time cartoon from Looney Tunes. I believe Mel Blanc was the voice for Daffy Duck, but Daffy Duck would say something like this. Despicable! I'm not a 9-pound weakling when it's perfectly obvious that I'm a 10-pound weakling. So anyway, there's my comedy routine for the day. So now I want to talk a little bit about what the first lesson in the 16 Laws of Success talked about by Napoleon Hill, and that's the mastermind. We hear that phrase, mastermind, and some people don't know what that is, and many do, and many actually use it very well. In essence, it's when two or more people get together and they ally themselves in a spirit of friendly cooperation. That's the foundation of the mastermind principle. And what I want to do is paint a picture for you before I start reading. And I want to put a scenario together, and I want you to imagine this scenario for a minute. Let's say, for example, you're building a business of memberships, maybe to an academy that teaches its students or its members how to become highly successful with earning an income online. Okay, so imagine that. Let's set the stage. Now imagine forming a plan that's designed to help each member of a mastermind who gather and get together to bring one new member a week, allowing them to not only help each new member, but to profit by virtue of building memberships into this academy. So to do this, each member needs to learn the importance of a few things. Number one, having a definite chief aim in life. You're more effective in a mastermind if you understand the importance of that and actually have something written down that you want to accomplish. The next thing is they need to learn how to become more self-confident and encourage others to do the same. And that's an important aspect of the mastermind. They also need to know how to actually save a portion of their income that they're earning, which could also theoretically be taught in something that could be called a financial literacy training associated with this fictional academy, right? Now, each member of this mastermind needs to learn and fully understand and implement initiative and leadership combined. And finally, the members of this mastermind should learn and understand how their imaginations work, starting with the premise that you can do it if you believe you can. So that's applying the principles of the mastermind. You really need to understand, and what I touched on was you need to have a definite chief aim in life. You need to have self-confidence. You need to learn the habit of savings. You need to have initiative and leadership, and you need to use your imagination. Now, Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich talks about creative imagination and synthetic imagination. So I highly recommend you go read that book on that chapter and understand what the two differences are. But the members of the mastermind should meet at least once a week to discuss ways and means of applying the principles and practices that help each and every one of them to become proficient at helping one new member per week benefit from this academy that I just used as an example. This gives each person the opportunity to profit by each other's ideas. I mean, you could even have some fun with it. You could run two simultaneous masterminds, separating those who are on the one-a-week club and those that are striving to do the same. But the bottom line is the mastermind works because the results that are generated as a result of the mastermind pays handsomely. I mean, after all, that's why people decided to start a business of any sort, right? So they can profit. But even more importantly, to grow as a person by feeding their mind with personal development knowledge and wisdom that's passed down through the ages by the wisest and most successful men and women on earth. You know, when you work on your mindset first, everything else regarding your business and most importantly, all aspects of your life, it all falls into place. You know, I was just talking about that with my new friend Joe yesterday, who's taking a look at my business. And that's why I love this first lesson that we're still reading from, the 16 Laws of Success, and that lesson's entitled The Mastermind. I appreciate everybody on this call. I appreciate you coming here today. I appreciate the guests on this call that came here to listen and learn and possibly be inspired and motivated for their own personal goals and dreams. So with that said, I hope everybody today makes it a wonderful day and don't let anyone steal your dreams.